So if I build this, does that make me a pro? Hey everybody, it's Cody, Dixon RC here. So today we're going to unbox the new Axial SCX10 Pro. I'm just going to call it the SCX Pro because that's pretty much a simpler term. We know it's 10 scale, blah, 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 blah. I'm a little late to this. I didn't get on the first order. I got the second batch that came through. I told myself for the past year or so that I wasn't going to purchase and build anything that I could not sell you guys or get for you guys. Kind of broke that with this one. This thing is too cool not to have, not to build. I don't necessarily know if I'll utilize it to its full potential because I'm not really that great of a driver as far as competition stuff goes. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm also going to build this with no electronics, no body, no wheels and tires to begin with. And there's a reason for that. You'll see why in about a week. And then we'll discuss what the plans of this is. I may raffle this thing off built. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I really want to keep this because, like I said, it's not something I can get for you guys. So I'm not really trying to stay true to that statement. So who knows? We'll see what I'm going to do. I don't really know. But it looks really cool kit. Forward motor, really super aggressive caster on the front axles. You can set it up for chassis mounted servo, axle mounted servo behind the axle too, which is really cool. Really cool considering that's back in the shafty days. That's what they did. You build it behind the axle kind of deal. Mini T-springs. Supposedly these are really good shocks. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to take everything out of the box and look, and I'm going to start building in the next day or two. So this is just going to be to unbox and see everything inside of this box, not any kind of building. That's going to be the next video for this particular deal here. So hang tight. We'll come around. I'll open up the box. This should be fairly simple and quick because there's not very much to go over. There's nothing really built. So we'll just look at all the cool little bags with the names on it. We'll go through the manual and look at it, and then that's pretty much it. So hang tight. All right, so let's take this thing out of the box. Of course, we'll look at the box first. Front just shows the chassis. Sides are really nothing. This one talks about it as a do-yourself kit, what it needs, what's included, and what's needed to complete, and then just the barcode. Backside's the same way. This side talks about dimensions. It is a 12.5-inch wheelbase, which is it's kind of odd. I don't really understand why they did that. It weighs 3 pounds with no components, which is cool. Gives the age recommendation, blah, 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 blah. So let's take it out. I do notice this is weird. I've seen this on a couple of different Axial trucks. It says 2-year limited warranty. I don't really know. I wonder what that includes. It's interesting to wonder what they actually include in that warranty. First bag is, of course, stickers and then the manual. We'll go over that in a minute. It is cool they actually include some sort of body post, just a bunch of different styles. You get some tall ones for some SUVs, short ones for trucks, some half short ones, some offset ones. That's actually really cool. I'm glad they did that. This is actually would be a really good thing for anybody to purchase. I don't think there's a number. We'll look and open it. It's got a small front bumper, a nice rear bumper, a fair lead that you can add to the front bumper if you want it. I want to take, let's open this up. I want to get the number off of this thing to give to you guys because I really think if you're building trucks, this body post set would be really good to buy, and it should have a number on this tree. Let's see. It does not. It says TAO. I can't get it to where you can see it. TAO 48. That's not an AX number, so you may not be able to buy that by itself. But I really think that's a really cool deal. I mean, you get all the little offset ones if you need them. That's cool. You don't get that very often. All right, so they include metal links. I don't know if they're titanium or stainless. They're probably stainless. They do look like they have some high clearance ones in it. Do like you get some metal balls. Don't know if they're stainless or not. Then, of course, they're newly improved rod ends. I don't know if they're any better than the old ones. The old black ones were junk. But if these turn out to be junk, I think will be good because I think boom ones are close fit. And they are going to be perfect fit. None of these have any weird bends or kinks to them. So it looks like just a set of straights will be the answer. So I may work on that as well. Of course, then a pack of shocks. Ooh, those look good. I like that. I like this gunmetal style, very smooth, no threads because it does mini T style springs. You do get some 35 weight fluid. Looks like you get 2 things of it. That's nice. Looks like you can, I don't know what those are. That's different there. That's the rear caps that the spring will sit on there, or the caps go on the bottom of the shock housing itself. I don't see where the spring goes at the bottom. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. No big deal. Looks like a bag with drive shaft pieces. Very short drive shafts as well. That's crazy. That is super tiny. Look how small those are. That's not a, I mean, that's not a bad thing necessarily, but looks like a bag full of different body mounts. You do get a couple of metal servo horns, a 23 and a 25 tooth, which is nice. These look like side plates, some chassis bracing, body. Those are probably body mounts right there, I think. That's what they look like anyway. That's nice. Then, of course, I'm assuming this is probably going to be the transmission bag because I see a skid, I see a spur gear. The skid does look like it has some sort of part of the transmission built into it. I wish companies would quit doing that. You get some metal gears, 2-speed. I think this has a dig. I don't think it has 2-speed. Yep, that's pretty much it. So nothing crazy there. Then, of course, the bag with axles. You get a nice, supposedly this thing will do like over 45 degrees of steering with the caster too as well. That helps. I'm sure these are 6-bolt gears. They are AR44, so you can go overdrive if you want to. Bearings, looks like they have some nice rubber seal bearings. That's good to know. Thread lockers, some gear grease. Of course, you know we're going to use Jim's grease. That's it. So, and then the chassis rails. You know what? I thought these were going to be super, super heavy when I picked them up, but these are not that heavy at all. That is very, not really that heavy whatsoever, to be honest. They're aluminum, so that's good. I had the understanding these things were thick and heavy boys, but they're not, so that's cool. So, not too bad. I think this would be a fairly easy build. I don't think it's going to be too out of the craziness. I have heard that the owner's manual is a little funky compared to how Axial used to be as far as their manuals went. So let's check it out and see together. So, take it, go to the first page. Of course, it's just all your notices and all that stuff in all the different languages. Talks about your recommendations. It actually talks about putting the 2-in-1 in it, the Spectrum 2-in-1. Ain't that something? That's wild. Anyway, okay, this looks great. So it is a 6-bolt. It does look like it's going to be an AR44 style. Should be fairly simple to build. So here it talks about, it tells you the difference if you want to build your front axle. You have to build it differently for chassis mount servo than you do for axle mount servo. So it gives you different plans or different options. And the reason is because the chassis mount has a panhard bar built into this tube part here. That's pretty cool. Everything else looks pretty straightforward. If you're doing AMS, you look for that. It says AMS on here. That one says CMS. So that tells you the difference in how you're building. It's good to know. Then, of course, building shocks. I mean, that's half a page. That's simple. Wow, they go. That's crazy. That's really simple. Well, good for them. I guess they simplified everything a little bit. Transmission doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's multiple pieces. Goes to another piece here. You get some studs. So you can also set it to manual lockout, so it's 1-to-1 gear ratio, or 40% underdrive, so the rear will spin 40, so you get 40% overdrive. Holy moly, that's a lot. You can also run a servo, this is micro servo. I don't know what size servo, but it looks like a pretty tiny one, so of course it's not included. So that's still cool though. I'll give them props to. So that's the difference in the transmission. That's the selector. It's for underdrive or no underdrive, which I think 40% is a lot, which in a comp setting, that's not too, I mean, that's probably pretty good. So that's probably what you want. Looks like the AMS and CMS had different sized links for the panhard, or for where it goes to the servo link. And then the link should be fairly simple. Then you just bolt it all together. So look, it says optional SUV body mount. So you've got a different mount you can use if you want to. For the rear, I'm assuming. This looks fairly not bad. I mean, these instructions could be a little bit better. I will say that they've done good at this here. This is actual size of all these bolts and screws, and it does kind of give you the number and where they go. But man, they could have done a little bit better on this one. So this one's for AMS. This one is for, it doesn't say, why does it not say? Oh, it does, CMS. Okay, so CMS, AMS is your two different options here and how you're setting up your truck. Looks like it's got a spot for a servo winch already built into the front mount. That's pretty cool. Nothing's really jumping out at me here. I mean, I do think some of this could be better as far as looking goes. Put your bumpers on, fairlead if you want it. Tells you where to put your ESC and your battery, which nobody's going to do that anyway. Hey, look, it comes with body pin clips, pullers, which is cool. And those were body clips, or body mounts. That's cool. All right, that's it. So nothing crazy. Nothing in the back probably that tells you anything. Hey, the warranty is explained right there if you were wondering. Got all the replacement parts. Exploded view. Not bad. So, not too bad. Won't be super bad to do. I'm sure this will be fairly simple to build. If you've built stuff before, you should be able to build this really easy. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody, for the unboxing of the SCX10 Pro. I hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to building this. I think it's going to be cool. I may start building this thing now and just go ahead and get it done. And then, so that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.